everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. This is a quick pick a card reading for the full moon in the sign of Leo. Just one more message to everybody. I just want to say the sign of Leo, I wanted to say it's my favorite sign. I can't say it's my favorite sign. What I can say is I just happen to have so many Leos that I absolutely love in my life, from those closest to me to friends that are far away. And these readings, I've done them already, have all been about relationship in some way. There's a lot of joy I feel to be had for us all. And in fact, the reason I'm saying all this is just to lead to this, that I wish you a year full of the joy of Leo, full of the joy and abundance that the sun offers to us. The sun is one of the cards in the tarot that represents Leo, this joyful, innocent nature. And yeah, I wish that for you. Sending you lots of love, everyone, and you will see me in your readings. I'll come back. Let's see what your cards are. You have the Messenger of Earth and Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. And you also have the number 2. I feel that your deep dive is around loving partnerships. I think that you are deep diving, and loving partnership can also be about work, but I see a lot of love. I see the heart chakra and the heart chakra represented in the swan. Something very beautiful and sweet, right? That's the one message I get. And then the other is, we talk about swans being graceful, but beneath the water they are paddling away. That you might have this, you give this sense to people of reassurance, of person that's very calm, which is beautiful, right? But you're also very grounded with the Messenger of Earth. And also you don't show how much hard work. You make things seem effortless, group 1. I feel, okay, let me just think about this deep dive. A partnership, dear group 1s, may be forcing you in a very loving way to, you have the 2, it's a mirror for yourself, and it's helping you go to the depths of yourself. Okay, let's see how it ties in with the rest of your reading. I'll keep that at the center and that there. Let me do some more incense. I've run out of incense. Group 1, what an interesting reading. So the first thing that came to me was this feels like a love relationship. And your caution really is in the games that you play, maybe out of self-protection. That's showing up in your energy, right? Maybe you have, you want to stay in the dream of a perfect relationship. You want to stay in the dream of a perfect relationship. That's what I'm feeling. But I would also, and you want perfection with the Aladdin's lamp. Like, I just want to wish it into being. And you maybe shoot yourself in the foot, either because you expect perfection from the get-go, or you maybe tell yourself stories, and it's like you want to outwit your partner, dear hearts. And I just want to say that for me, that comes from your own deep, unconfronted trauma. That's what I feel, group 1. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, right, or professional, but that's the feeling I get. And I feel like just be at ease with yourself. Just see that. And that's a big thing, to be able to see it. You have the Two of Wands in what you need to look out for, what could work against you. Staying in the dream, it's almost like I will just look at the padlock, the restriction, and not at the freedom. Almost like this partnership can give you great freedom, but you don't want to see that. And yet what working for you is seeing your ability to really, I feel like you might be afraid of being hurt, and so you rather push away than deal with the possibility of a relationship, partnership of some sort, which I think is about love, but may well be about work as well, So with the Magician, you have so much power right now, the power to create this thing that you want, and I think it's suggesting that you own that power and you use it wisely, Group 1. I've spoken about the Seven of Swords, and I'll get clarifiers. Around you is the Three of Coins. It's joyful collaboration. There's something that's wanting you to be in a fun relationship with it, in building something beautiful. And it requires you kind of to let go of ideas of right and wrong and what is and isn't and the way it should be, or maybe even of your experiences. Like this is the way, maybe this is a knee-jerk response, that's how you are in relationships. I didn't do that very well, but let me just take what's being guided to me. Gosh, look at that. The cards just want to fly out. Yeah. I think that's it. Beneath the deck, so you have the Nine of Cups, almost like staying in the fuzzy-wuzzy about the way love should be, but on the other hand, you have the Nine of Coins, how it can really be, the practical nature of relationships or whatever this partnership is this is the card of independence, but I feel like maybe that is your worry, and that often comes up in my readings. It's like that balance. But this is also concrete. It's the real, it's the tangible, And I think it's suggesting that that you need to become real in your acknowledgement of how relationships are. But most importantly, and I think this is where the deep dive comes in, you are being guided to confront some pain, heart pain that maybe you haven't looked at, or maybe just acknowledge it. I think that this reading is saying that some relationship is a reflection, helping you almost look to the past or look to something deep within that has maybe robbed you of beautiful relationships, my dear Group 1. And I think it's time for you to look at that. And, sometimes we can't do it on our own, because we are too close to those things. So if you need help, seek help on this particular thing, is my feeling. With the Two of Wands, you get the Nurturer. And this is, again, the guidance of what could work against you, is you not seeing the pearl inside the oyster shell, right? The pearl is formed through the sand rubbing against it, and it's formed over time. It's almost like allowing something to reveal its beauty in its time, giving it a chance. I'm sorry, I'm stuck because I was counting those 12, which is 3. To reveal its beauty. Don't shut something off before you give it a chance. And there's a lot about the earth versus the watery. And there's nothing wrong with water. All the elements are important, but perhaps your emotions need to be tempered by a practical, because you might be getting in the way of you really opening your heart because of something from the past, or some way of, I really do feel it's something from the past. I'm surprised that the Six of Cups hasn't shown up, but this idea of a perfect relationship is your way, I feel, of protecting yourself from reality. And reality is that we do get hurt, that people are fallible, that we are fallible, and that relationships need time. And I feel like, I'm feeling like a beautiful energy group one, that confronting this pain opens you up to really have a true relationship, one that's willing to work through. You get the Three of Coins again here with the Magician. It's like, I think a partnership is genuine, is there to be built. If you look at the Three of Coins, it's you think about those chapel, what are they called? The ornate, it's not even ornate, kaleidoscope kind of, I cannot think of the term, what they're called, those windows in chapels and beautiful old buildings, those were masterpieces, right? And it's almost like you have a chance to create this masterpiece, dear hearts. But it is in a relationship, it's in some kind of collaboration. So here's you, the defender, maybe even being a bully. And I feel you're being a bully to yourself, or maybe even if you're doing it outwardly, you are doing it to yourself. This is you trying to get away with, to me, it's you shooting yourself in the foot. You're taking this canary away from its family. You're taking something, you're robbing something of its beauty, and yet it's not fulfilling you. If that bird was free, and isn't that interesting? There's also this thing about freedom. If that bird was free, it would provide so much joy to you and to others, right? Let me just think about that. Like, I will take this bird for myself, but actually it's not going to do anything on its own for you. So it's like caging your beautiful spirit because you're afraid of this interaction, what this interaction might be, and what this interaction exposes you to. And to me, it's so much joy, potentially. I'd love to hear how this reads for you, group one. And then you have the Three of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. I'm seeing this as wanting victory now. I also see a peace offering coming in. And look at the full moon there, right? And I think that the victory lies in accepting this peace offering and seeing the joy and how joyful collaboration can be. And collaboration can be a heartfelt love for another. And then in your advice, you get the Ace of Cups. I feel like love is coming to heal you. Allow love to heal you, including, oh my goodness, this is from a different deck, but look at the two swans there. I think that's really beautiful. Two people are pouring love into a situation, both willing to do the hard work, or the work, because even though this swan is supposedly doing hard work, they are also still graceful. And to them, it's not hard work. You know what I mean? Wow, I love your reading. And then we have the other bit of advice is that I love it. Eight of Coins and Eight of Coins. And the Eight of Coins is about putting in the hard work, joyful work, because this is to me like someone starting their own business and building it for themselves. So likewise, it could apply to a relationship. In a partnership, a business partnership, it can be this equal give and take, this equal effort, acknowledging each other's skills, and both building something really beautiful together. The one is the architect, the other is the builder, or whatever, and both being valued equally. Yeah. Okay, group 1, I'm going to leave it there because I think it's quite a beautiful reading and it's quite powerful, and I hope that it has helped you. I would love your feedback. And I wish you all the best in this beautiful time that you're going through, even though it does require for you to do some inner work, and for maybe a partner to do that as well. 2 of you helping each other, healing each other. Okay, group 1, chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group 2. You chose this green dice with the 2 shields. So let's see how it ties in. And your cards are Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time, and 9 of Air, which is the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords generally speaks about a busy mind, sleepless nights. But I'm seeing here productivity and protection is like you may be working hard on something, and maybe you can't see the outcome yet, but your efforts aren't in vain, and that you are so protected, dear hearts. It could be a relationship or some partnership as well, with the two shields there. Let me just look at this. Rabbits are associated with fertility as well. And look at the little bibbies. It's so beautiful. Some of you might even be trying to have a baby. And maybe it's more than you anticipated. It's better, it happens quicker or something like that. But I see such positive energy here. And I love the bees. They remind me of my mama because her name was Bee. Beatrice, and we called her Bee. And it's funny, I was thinking of this room where I do my readings, my office, was her room. It was a bedroom, and she and Dad used to sleep here, and she loved it. And her picture is up in here as well. So, and I was thinking of doing a plaque or some kind of, I was thinking of doing a bench or something for her, with her name on it, in my garden. And I was thinking of calling this Bee's Place or something just today. Anyway, so let's see, group 1, that's neither here nor there. This is now is a lucky time, right? Remember that. It's just and 4 + 9 is 13, right, which is number of stability as well, maybe. Let's see. Group 1 also got the Eight of Coins twice, and you have Justice beneath the deck. Okay, let me take a moment. Okay, so your theme is this, I feel it's like, my feeling is that the work, the effort you're putting in is going to be multiple fold, is double fold, like you put in 10%, you're getting 20% or something like that. It's a feeling I get, right? And this 2 stayed here. There are a lot of 2s in your reading, which could even speak about partnership. But what I'm seeing is this effort, the feeling I get is the effort that you put in is going to double the value. It might even be that you are putting money in somewhere, and it's worth much more in a very short time. That's the feeling I get. It's like, I feel like it's been maybe a difficult time for you, a lot of hard work and not seeing the results, and you get the justice card showing up to say that it's coming in, justice coming in. And I thought about the 4, and you have here the 5 of Swords in what is working for you in the next 2 weeks. The 5 of Swords is normally usually associated with something negative, like competitive, negative, like competition, backbiting, maybe like so-called evil eye, that kind of thing, gossip. But it's in your position of strength. It's what is working for you. There's something about the 4, which is about stability, and then the 1 sword, the sword of justice, coming in to bring stability for you. Something being turned around because of this protection. Okay, group 2, I feel that there's a lot of protection around you, and this is a very special reading for you, saying that, and I try not to predict, but the feeling I get is that something that you've worked hard for, that has maybe seemed difficult and you haven't been able to see the light, is, wow, it's so much, it's almost like a flip happening, almost like seeing the results of your labor in such an unexpected and sudden way, but in a big way, like much multiple fold, double fold. I want to say double because of the 2s. What could work, what you need to look out for is the Champion of Coins. And the Champion of Coins, is that's the Page of Coins. No. That's the Knight of Coins. I feel your reading is saying, be nimble, like, Muhammad Ali, right? Or any boxer. They didn't, or I don't know about boxing, but I imagine they didn't be flat-footed. They were on their toes, like, right? To bounce around, to be ready to, like, do a jab here and a right hook there. I'm loving your reading. So it's that about, you don't be a stick in the mud, group 2. Come on now. It's kind of like, and that's just a joke, it's kind of like, just be ready to move. Be ready to move. Yeah. It's like maybe this time of quiet is about to change. Let us say. You have the 2 of Coins in the reverse representing you. There's something about finding balance. I do think this is saying that there's going to be some movement, sudden movement, and that you need to be ready for it. Maybe things have been very quiet and it's almost, and I see 2 lizards just in front of me, like on the shed roof is right in front of me. They're 3, and they're just suddenly just like bopping around. Anyway, I don't know what that means. So there's this lots about 2, right? This finding balance. So be ready ready for this avalanche that's coming towards you is what I feel, group 2. Around you is the Lovers in reverse. And perhaps it will upset the apple cart. Do you know, this could be that you're dealing with a Gemini, who maybe your partner, who might not appreciate all this busyness. So maybe you need to make sure that you find that balance and fairness towards a lover, a partner. I'll get a clarifier for this one in particular, and I'll come back to this. Ooh, that flew. fall out. It's a 6 of coins balance, but I wasn't sure if it was upright or oh, in any case it doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. My goodness. I'm also looking at a beautiful, my next door neighbor's dog. It's so beautiful the way these staffies, their stance. They are such super friendly dogs, honestly. My neighbor's dog and my two, they are staffies, part of the pit bull family, and they get such a bad rap. And actually, really, 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 it's about how we raise our dogs, because dogs, gosh, my son said yesterday, Mum, we don't deserve them. You know, he was watching, he showed me a video of a person whose puppy died on the step, and he had put his paw into her hand as he died. He was old, and she had been planning to repaint the steps, and she couldn't, and then in the end she repainted the steps, and she left the one just as it was in his honor, the one that he died on. Oh man. And he was just saying how beautiful these creatures are. Yeah. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Look at this. Finding the balance, finding the time to think. Right? I think that this, whatever's coming in is a lot of activity, and you're going to need time for reflection. Mind, you know, and the sword keeps showing up. There's the sword, there's the sword, there's the sword for clarity. You're taking time out for clarity. It brings in your stability. Nice. And so what you need to look out for, this is not using your smarts wisely, or I don't really want to put this in your head, but watching out for others who might try to manipulate, maybe even your partner, you know, and I guess that's also about how you play the game. If you don't include your partner, or let them, you know your partner, if you have a partner, how to manage that so they don't feel like your work is replacing them. Do you know that you take time out for that? Sometimes we can't help it, but it's the way we communicate that makes a difference, right? So either this is an outside energy that you need to watch out for. It might be not just be the partner, but something else that you need to watch out for, or within yourself. So is there a tendency to abuse power, or is it? So just watch out for that group too, or is it outside of yourself? And we'll see. So with the 5 of Swords and what's working for you, you have the 10 of Cups. Now, ain't that something? It's like the whole shebang. Something, my cup runneth over is what I'm feeling from this. Beautiful. So what I'm getting for you, group 2, is speaking your truth. I think that the 2 weeks ahead are about speaking, communicating your truth brings justice in. And remember that you are protected here. So even if there is some kind of negativity, you are doubly shielded. But look at the 10 of Cups. I feel like the 10 of Cups is completely out of your hands. It's what's on offer is this emotional stability that maybe comes from abundance, or something that's coming in that's completely unexpected, but worked hard earned. Yeah. And with the 2 of Coins, look at this. You can exclude or you can collaborate. And that's up to you. This is people building each other, holding each other up in a joyful way. And this could relate to this partner of yours as well, is you being balanced enough so that you still find a time for the joyful things. And I think that also comes back to you finding time for them, for that you time where you reflect and you think. And even if you have a swing, sit on that swing. Oh, swinging is so beautiful. I think that I must fix our swing, because that sense of like letting go, all the limbs are free, and there's something about swings that is restful, right? No wonder children love them so much, and maybe we as adults need to invest in swings. I think I should start a campaign. And then around you is the Lovers and the Tower. It feels like some relationship maybe has an epiphany or a breakthrough, or something happens to bring about something that is a more, gosh, look at that, a tower moment. Maybe something needs to crumble. Maybe something needs to crumble so that you can work on the things that need to be worked on, group 2. And that can mean that some aspect of a relationship falls so that you work on the parts that are working, build on the good things, heal, But it could also be releasing certain relationships or a relationship so that you can focus on even maybe the relationship with yourself, or this thing that is coming in, or that you've been working on, you've been building and is suddenly showing up in a magnificent way, is the feeling I get. Just watch for this, right? Within or outside of yourself. And then advice. Wow. The King of Swords, the 3 of Wands, 8 of Coins, and the 6 of Swords. There's this movement, right? This is you having put out a wish. This is about the ships coming in, like putting out your wishes, and standing there waiting for the ships to come in. And the 8 of Coins to me is like the ships coming in, but the result of the ships coming in is this effort now that is needed to maybe refine, maybe make more beautiful. The 8 of Coins is like the artisan working on their craft, So they've created 10 coins, right? Physical coins, like big ones, right? They've been working on them. This is their art. And so they've done the templates, now they want to make each of them have their own little flavor, or they're working. It's that diligent effort on something that is important to you. And the 6 of Swords implies movement from something that was unstable to something that's stable. And I'm feeling the King of Swords needs to be here, maybe here and here, right? And the 6 of Swords is the thing, the movement. It's here it's represented by a turtle and a tortoise, the rabbit and the tortoise. The story of the rabbit and the tortoise. Sorry, I didn't even think about that. I didn't make that association until I looked at the card properly. My first thing was the 6 of Swords, right? But the hare and the tortoise is the story of the one who goes full steam ahead and then gets tired, and the one that slowly continues, like the Knight of Coins, stop. And it's talking about slowly and steadily moving yourself from. But I still feel there's the sudden energies. Things are going to happen suddenly. But it's through your slow and steady work that this sudden change comes about. And it's almost like this choppy water has happened, and now suddenly you are in still waters. Although that's not the vibe I'm getting from. It's like a contradiction, right? It's been still waters, but in a negative way, and the choppy waters are the positive. It's like sudden movement, suddenly things moving that you were doing the work beneath the surface, and now suddenly they move, and it causes choppiness, but happy choppiness. That's what I'm trying to say. And then the King of Swords, I really feel this is your advice. It's about, so your advice is working diligently and maybe even harder in some ways. And for me, this King of Swords is calm. You know, you have this this card, which I feel are related. Look at them in a row, right? Here's the sword. There's the sword. This one implies, well, this one has the sword up there, right? The sword energy of being, you know what I'm getting, being immaculate with your word. Is there a saying like that? There's something about being something with your word. I'm saying, I'm feeling immaculate, or that's the word that's coming to me. It could just be brain fog, but impeccable with your word. It's like being true to what you say you will do and being true to yourself. And that requires like a sharp mind, a mind that is clear. And I think that mind becomes clear, which is the Four of Swords as well, right? From that swinging, taking air breaks, head breaks is what I'm feeling. Time to think. That is the feeling that I'm getting. A time for clarity. So it feels like moving into a tumultuous but beautifully tumultuous time that requires this solid king energy, but it's the king of air, eagle eyes. It's being, it is that being impeccable with your word, whatever that means for you in your particular situation. You know, with justice here, it could be for some of you going into a legal matter, and it's about you being committed to the truth. It's you not playing games, even if others are playing games. It's you holding the sword of truth as the most important thing. In this, maybe it's even in this situation with another, you know, so that could be playing out for some of you, right? But while all this change is happening, I feel, let me just take a pause. And the King of Swords as well trusts themselves because they are king and they have worked hard for this kingness to get to the stage of being the king, right? So trust yourself. The blue scarf there suggests the throat chakra. So it's about communication, impeccable communication. And it could even be taking time for the communication is so important for you right now. Yeah, but something is shifting dramatically is what I feel. Okay, group 2, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. Please remember that you are protected, doubly protected, and I feel something beautiful coming out from a time of maybe trial. Okay, group 2, I'll chat with you again soon. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I send you lots of love. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. You chose this card, which is like a lightning bolt. Let me see how it fits into your reading. Okay, so you've got Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely, and Messenger of Air. Interesting, because Group 2's reading was strongly about this mind, the using your mind. Yeah, let's see. So it's kind of like come down to earth in a way. There's something about protection. You know, this makes me think of the tower, like a bolt out of the blue, which is not necessarily negative. It's something that comes in to shake you up. And I think it might be the page of air sometimes comes with the message that can shake you up, really. It's a blunt message. It's a message that maybe was unexpected. So maybe something comes in that's unexpected, and I think with the pig spirit, it's saying just stay calm. You don't have to be caught up in what that message evokes in you emotionally. Let's see. Let's see. The cards could tell us something else. Beneath the deck, you get the Wheel of Fortune, which is some huge change taking place. And, you know, these are very sweet cards, right? I haven't appreciated them enough, but they are so sweet. Check the Three of Swords, that goose or whatever in its high heels, squawking away. It makes the Three of Swords can sound really harsh. It can feel painful, but this like makes light of it. And for me, this is about confronting something that needs to be confronted within some kind of pain that maybe you haven't confronted or wanted to look at. And it came out in group one's reading in the same place. It's advice. It's in the advice. So let me just say that. So you have the King of Cups showing up in what you need to look out for. And so I had said here not being emotional, and I think that's what it, two things. One, try not to get too emotional about this, whatever comes in. And two, also don't maybe be harsh with your words or emotionally harsh. There could be that's something you need to look out for, but let's see. Around you is the Six of Cups, so I feel like this is about emotions. It's about nostalgia. It's about the past. It's kind of like taking the good things from the past so that whatever's going on, you don't just act from hurt. You see the beauty as well. It's intriguing me. It could even be someone coming in from the past that comes in and rocks your world, right? And you may be in this, if you are in King of Cups, in the King of Cups energy, negatively, you could be pushing away, you know, maybe because of this person might have hurt you in the past, right? But they've grown up. They've grown up, and this is in what's working for you. That's the feeling I get. It's something like that. If it's not a person, it's learn the lessons, the emotional lessons. Take the positive emotions forward. Whatever this news that comes in. And here's you as the Four of Swords. Maybe you need more sleep. Maybe you need quiet moments. Maybe you need to chill a little bit more with yourself on your own. Something is shifting here, and I think it's the Wheel of Fortune is upright. It's saying something that this message, I think, is a really positive message, even if it puts you in an emotional spin. And it might come from a fire sign with the Knight of Wands here, not necessarily, right? But this could even be someone else bringing in this message that sets you up to move forward really fast, or they want you to act quickly, or you'll need to act fast on something. We'll come back to that. Let me get clarifiers. Similar message. Justice. Wow, group 2 got justice here as well. Okay. Gosh, here's your Tower showing up. So this Knight of Wands, this message that comes in surely does rock the boat, even in a positive way. And I really feel it's in a positive way because you've got justice next to it. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. Group 3, you have a number of major arcana here. The Star, the Tower, Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, all in the central row here. Powerful. You also have 2 here. Taurus, Cancer energy. Right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I see why the King of Cups might be inclined to maybe lash out or not accept an offer or push away. Just watch for that. And it's because you have maybe been rejected in the past, maybe by the same person or organization or whatever, and it kind of broke your trust. But there's something in this message that's saying, this is like your caution not to do this. So there's something about this message that is saying it's time to release that now. You know, people change. Like I was saying, there's a change here. This person might have changed, it looks like. And then this reminder to use your mind wisely. You know, I think that this is also saying, take charge, own your power, like realize that you also have power to influence the situation in your actions and in your thoughts. So think loving thoughts. And look at this piggy man, it's so cute. Excuse me. Okay, and then with the other two cards here you have are the Chariot and the Proclaimer, the High Priest, the Hierophant, right? So you know, with Justice and the Hierophant, it could even be that someone asks you to marry them, right? And or someone is asking for marriage, is saying let's get married, but it's like sudden, it's something that's unexpected, is what I feel. And with the it's about someone saying let's pull these horses together, yin yang, and that looks like a pearl came out in group once. Maybe you are being guided to ask someone to marry you. The reason I'm saying marriage, right, is because of these two cards that talk about systems and institutions and and contracts. And with the Chariot here, I'm seeing the yin yang, you know, like two people pulling the chariot together. So much easier, or maybe not. You know, in some ways it's not, but in some ways it could be. What I love here, group 3, is that with the Four of Swords, with your energy, you're getting the Star card, and we've just moved into the sign of Aquarius, and it's about, and here's the using your mind wisely. Be willing to think for yourself. Be willing to, but I also feel it's in using your mind to have positive thoughts towards this beautiful thing that's coming in that is so unexpected, that may put you in a bit of a tizzy there. But the Star card is also the card of wish fulfillment. It's about hopes and wishes. It's almost like a dream come true. So this Tower that comes in, this Knight of Wands, this maybe even a passionate offer that comes in, destroys other things. It sets the cat amongst the pigeons, and but it's requiring you to have an open mind. That's what I feel. It's requiring you to have an open mind about maybe something that you said never ever, or someone you said never ever about, and maybe that's going to change. Allow your mind to be changed as well. And then with the Three of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. This is in the advice. And I feel your healing of this past hurt, this feeling excluded, the Five of Coins and Five of Swords, is in this Four of Swords, which you are not doing enough of, group 3, or you might be not giving it its due, right? Let me think. So group 2, I think, got the Justice card and all these swords, right? And the message I felt for them was that, because they got it here, this using their mind to create stability. And then group 2, also, they got, let me see, I'm going to stop and get the card for you because I think that it's relevant. It's in the Page of Swords, and look at this. What does this make you think of when you look at this? It's, to me, it says take time out for your mind, to calm your mind, right? And which can be translated to meditation, but I feel like maybe in your meditation there are important things coming for you to maybe note down. And the message that I got for group 2 was take time out to think, because maybe you are also needing to think, to have time for reflection, not just meditation, but for reflection, more active. So maybe both of them, right? And that brings you clarity, because maybe you're going into a time of uncertainty in a good way, right? Or whatever way it is. Uncertainty is not a bad thing. In fact, I think we need more uncertainty. Where's my other cord? Oh, the 3 here. So group 3, I also feel here, because I had the 3 over the tower here. I think there might be, for some of you, this thing comes in and kind of shocks you into opening your heart or acknowledging some pain. It causes pain in that it opens a wound that you haven't really confronted, and maybe it's time to do that. And what I said to group 1, who got that message in a way, was, the 3 of Swords for me is deep hurt, that sometimes we are not able to surface. So if you need to seek counsel, do that. I feel also journal, like do this thinking, do the meditation and the thinking time. Have them as separate things, and the thinking time you jot down what comes to you, and I think that this thing is raising something that's beneath the surface that needs to be looked at and healed, and even if it requires, like, gosh, I feel like this yawp, this shriek, singing maybe, or like, you can sing songs that make you cry, that's okay, or watching movies that make you cry, so that you have that release, and then you have the 4 of Coins. The other advice, let me see, with the Lovers and the 2 of Coins, the balancing of people's financial needs. So for some of you, there might be something around financial obligations or settlements or agreements that this thing brings up for you. And there's something that is requiring you to have balance, to look at things from a balanced perspective, and maybe also not to hold on too tightly. The feeling that I get from this is I've got my 4 coins and I'm happy, and that doesn't allow me to get my 10 coins, and it's not about the money, but about what the 10 coins symbolizes the pinnacle of that happiness, that joyful abundance, that stability. Whereas the 4 of Coins is tentative. It's feeling this need to hold on, even though the 4s are about stability. It's not stable. Look at that, how the cases are tilted. Maybe this is saying that it's almost like being willing to take a risk on this offer that comes in, or this request, whatever helps build that full 10, the potential for that full 10, but holding on keeps you stuck with just the 4. Okay, group 3, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this has helped you. I would love your feedback and your comments and questions as well. And I send you lots of love. Bye.